My name is Kevin Sullivan, and I am the president and CEO, and I run the company.
Joseph Sullivan. I'm the founder, and currently I'm on the board.
My name is Susanna Sullivan. I am an executive assistant over here, and that means I do just about everything.
My name's Henry Gray. I work for Alyrica. I'm the lead repair technician, so basically if there's a problem out in our network, I'm the one they call to go out and fix it.
Family members working together with me today, the number keeps changing, but roughly 10 immediate family members and at least a few in-laws and one cousin. My dad always let us know that he wished he could spend more time at home. And to him, the pinnacle of that was running your own business. So I did, I tried. I remember specifically my parents having a talk about like how great it would be to run your own business, and I was 14. And so I started a business in my bedroom selling computer parts. Didn't really make any money. You have to have a lot of failure at business, I think, sometimes before you succeed. I remember being in my room one evening, and I hadn't left home yet. I was upstairs, and I had started Alyrica. I had started kind of putting together the pieces and playing with the technology. My dad came upstairs and he said, "You know, I really think you should consider involving your brother Kevin in this." I thought about that for a little bit, and I said, "Hey Kevin, want to join me in this internet thing?" And he said, "Sure." And that was the one smartest thing that I ever did in all of the time I ran Alyrica, or in all of my business enterprises. That was the smartest thing I ever did, because Kevin's skills complement mine, and I couldn't have done it without him.
So we did a lot of stuff. I started a lot of little small businesses, and my mom encouraged it heavily, but I will say that I definitely enjoyed it a lot. I was something that I did naturally and enjoyed thoroughly. When I jumped in, I asked to see the books, and Joe said, "What books?" I said, "Well, who's customers, and how do we know who to charge for what?" And he said, "Oh, yeah, I think I might have a list somewhere." And he's digging around in his desk for a while, and then he comes up with a paper that had a whole bunch of people's names on it and some numbers. And he's like, "Here you go." And I was like, "Well, what did they pay?" Well, I hadn't billed anybody for anything. So I jumped in there, started the finances of it, really went back and talked to people, figured out what they'd agreed to, and made a lot of deals with people that hadn't been billed perhaps in the past.
Running a business with your family can be the best thing or the worst thing, and for me it's been the best thing.
Being employed by my sibling is fantastic. I don't know if that's the same for all of my other siblings even. I don't know if that's probably not the same for most other people, but it's amazing for me. There's never any question about the why, because if somebody needs help, it's really easy to say, "Oh, well, this is my big brother needs help. Be happy to help him."
I have a great relationship with all of my siblings, and I don't know many people that can say that. So that's exciting, and I just hope to have that continue for many more years. At the end of the day, I care a lot more about my siblings than I do about the business. Joe and I used to always say, "It's just money," realizing that relationship matters more than money, no matter how much money. And yeah, I think that has been a kind of a cornerstone, that money's secondary.
Kevin and my family in general has a lot of integrity, and we've been able to build a business with a lot of integrity. I'm really proud of that.
One of the things we really focus on is courage to do the right thing. Sometimes it's not easy to do the right thing. It's not always cut and dry. Something will go wrong. Somebody will lose their internet connection. The question is, do we need to do something that could potentially break the network if it gets these people back online? Sometimes you have to take that risk in the moment, risk something bad happening because it's the right thing to do.
Values of the company and how that relates to harmony, it's pretty easy, because helping people first, putting the team first, making a great work environment, that's hand in glove with harmony.
I was shocked to hear that we were giving a Family Harmony Award, mostly because it's a first generation business, and even though we do have a lot of harmony, it's first generation. So I was shocked, but impressed that the fact that we do get along together very well had shown through, and that you had seen what it was like to be at Alyrica.
Getting the Family Harmony Award does mean a lot to Alyrica. It's one of the things we want to strive to keep as we grow as a company. We want to keep those family values, keep it family center. We want to have the feel of a small business as we grow into a larger business.
It's not just something that I see, it's not just that I think that we work very harmoniously together, but that it's a truth recognized by other people. It's a validation.